You bought a place? Yeah, paid in full. Sugingyan, that 3 million was money I set aside for my parents' retirement. How could you touch it? Is that even your money? We're about to get married. We're family. What's yours is mine, right? Oh, so my money is yours? Then why have I asked for your payroll card PIN for 3 years and you still won't tell me? My mom gave me 3 million as my dowry. I didn't hesitate. I bought a condo outright. That night, Wen Jingheng came home and immediately spotted the property deed. Sugingyan, that 3 million was supposed to be my parents' retirement money. How dare you touch it? I'm asking you, was that your money? We're family. What's yours is mine. Then why did the 3 million my mom gave me suddenly become your parents' retirement fund? That's a pretty nice fantasy you've got. That's different. My salary is my premarital property. Exactly. Then this 3 million is my premarital property too. It's the dowry my mom gave me. So what does it have to do with supporting your parents? That's not the same. You're just twisting the facts. Do you know how hard my parents worked to raise me? Once we're married, shouldn't we take care of them? Isn't it only right to use that money for their retirement? Only right? I felt like I just heard the biggest joke of my life. When Jingheng, did you forget your parents are only 52, healthy, and both get pensions? And that precious little brother of yours just graduated and still doesn't even have a job. Is that retirement money really for your parents or for your brother's house, wedding, and kids? I've had enough of you. Good job, sweetheart. Remember, that money is meant to give you security. It's not a charity fund for every random freeloader. Anyone who wants that money better ask themselves if they're even worthy of it. Now listen carefully. That money belongs to the Su family, not the Wen family. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, your dad, your mom, or your brother. Su Xingyan, unbelievable. From the look on his face, I knew this wasn't over. We'll see about that. Qingyan, I was wrong. I wasn't thinking straight yesterday. I was a jerk. I was horrible. I was an idiot. The second I thought about that 3 million, I panicked. I don't really want your money. I'm just under too much pressure.
You're under pressure?
Yeah. My parents and my brother are all counting on me. But I don't make that much. I'm scared I won't be able to give you a good life. I'm scared we'll get married while my parents are still stuck in that rundown old house. I'm scared my brother won't find a job and people will look down on him. So you expected to use my mom's 3 million to fix all your family's problems? No, honey. I didn't mean it like that. I just thought we're about to become one family. We could use your money temporarily. Help my parents get a better house. And help my brother find an opportunity. Later I'll definitely earn it back and repay you. Repay me? Wen Jingheng, you make 12,000 a month. After rent, utilities, and food, you have 5,300 left. It'd take you 50 years. You sure you'll live that long? Qingyan, how can you say that? Do we really have to keep score like this? Talking like that is going to ruin our relationship. Ruin our relationship? Last night when you screamed that I'd spent your parents' retirement money, did you care about our relationship then? Wen Jingheng, in your mind, the money my mom gave me should automatically be spent on your family. Wen Jingheng, we've been together 5 years. I thought I knew you. Now I realize I never knew you at all. Qingyan, don't do this. I really know I was wrong. Qingyan, give me one more chance. I swear I'll never bring up the money again. Is this Qingyan? I'm Jingheng's mother. Hello, Auntie. Hello? Oh, hello. Qingyan, your uncle and I just got into the city this morning. Honestly, that Jingheng, buying a new place is such a big deal. Why didn't you tell us sooner? We could have come over to celebrate your new home. Qingyan, are you listening? So last night, he wasn't reflecting on anything. He was calling in backup. We're already at the entrance to your complex. Send me your apartment number in a minute. Your uncle and I can come up ourselves. Oh, and we bought a bunch of groceries. We'll have lunch at the new place. I'll cook something nice for you. You told them to come? My mom said she'd come talk to you. About what? The apartment. She said you're a young woman and might be too embarrassed to say certain things. So as an elder, she can step in and help handle things properly. The man I'd loved for 5 years was scheming against me. What's wrong, sweetheart? Mom, bring your lawyer friend to my new place. I'll send you the address. Someone's coming over to steal my apartment. Qingyan, look how spacious it is. We'll take the master bedroom. My parents can have the second bedroom. We'll leave the study empty for now. Once we have a kid, it'll become the nursery. Everything here is exactly how I wanted it. I won't let anyone ruin it. Mom, Dad, you're here. Wow, this place is really nice. It's huge. Qingyan, you really worked hard. You handled something this big all by yourself. Our Jingheng is unbelievably lucky to be marrying you. It is nice. Auntie, Uncle. Why are you still calling us Auntie and Uncle? You should be calling us Mom and Dad. We mainly came today to talk about your wedding. Now that the marital home is bought, I think it's time to get the wedding moving. Yeah, Qingyan. My mom's right. Auntie, I bought this apartment. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with our wedding. Come on now. You and Jingheng are getting married. Doesn't that make your apartment everyone's apartment? Why keep things so separate when we're family? We need to. I bought this apartment for myself. It's my premarital property. Qingyan, I know young people these days are very independent. But marriage isn't a business deal. You can't calculate everything so precisely. You'll hurt Jingheng, and you'll hurt us as his parents too. Jingheng has always been such an honest boy. He told us once he got married, he'd bring us to live with him and take good care of us. Hearing that made us happy, but also a little sad. Happy because our son had grown up and become responsible. Sad because we worried us two old folks might become a burden. But now it seems our worries weren't unnecessary. Only your name is on the deed. What exactly is that supposed to mean? Did you never intend to let us live here? Or have you been guarding yourself against Jingheng from the start? Qingyan, be honest, how has Jingheng treated you these past 5 years? Auntie, after everything you've said, you're basically making 3 points. First, putting only my name on the deed means I don't consider Jingheng family. Second, you believe you automatically have the right to move in. Third, to prove I love him, I have to put his name on the deed, right? What kind of way is that to talk? We're Jingheng's parents. It's only natural that we live in our son's marital home. Dad! That only works if this is actually his apartment too. Wow, quite the party in here. Well, look at that. You're already here making plans for my daughter's apartment? What exactly do you mean by that? We're just concerned about the kid's marriage. Oh, you're concerned about the marriage? Sounds more like you're concerned about whose name is on the deed. If you want property for your son, fine. But trying to take it from my daughter, you've picked the wrong person. You can't put it that way. The kids love each other. We're only thinking of what's best for them. This is their marital home. Isn't it only right for both names to be on it? It's protection for their relationship and a sign of respect to both families. Respect? Mr. Gu, why don't you explain to this gentleman what the law says? Mr. and Mrs. Wen, hello. I'm Ms. Su's private legal counsel, Gu Yancheng. Regarding ownership of this property, I believe I should clarify a few things. First, 1 week ago, Ms. Su Qingyan's mother transferred $3 million to her personal account. The bank records clearly show it was specifically designated for her daughter's home purchase. Under the law, this was a gift between immediate family members, specifically designated as a gift to Su Qingyan personally. Legally, that money has nothing whatsoever to do with Mr. Wen Jingheng. Second, Ms. Su Qingyan used that personal gift to purchase this apartment outright. The purchase contract, payment receipts, and tax documents all list Su Qingyan as the sole buyer. The purchase was completed before she and Mr. Wen Jingheng registered their marriage. Therefore, this property is 100% Su Qingyan's individual premarital property. Whether or not she marries Mr. Wen Jingheng in the future will not change ownership of this property. Third, property rights are absolute rights, and the deed serves as legal proof of ownership. The person named on the deed is the owner of the property. Any forced demand made in the name of love or morality, including repeatedly demanding to be added to the deed, may constitute a civil infringement. You're bullying us! We don't understand all this legal stuff. We just know if our son gets married, he deserves a share of the marital home. What kind of ridiculous rule is that? You're already guarding against our family before you're even married. What are you trying to do? Qingyan, do you really have to do this? You actually brought a lawyer in against my parents? Do our 5 years together mean nothing to you? Do you really have to use the law to draw such a hard line between us? Wen Jingheng, the moment you yelled, "That's my parents' retirement money," our relationship could never go back to what it was. And one more thing. I didn't hire a lawyer to attack your parents. My mom asked Mr. Gu to protect me, so I wouldn't get taken advantage of by your entire family. Well said. Mr. Gu is here today to make the boundaries crystal clear. The Su family's money and property are off limits. No one gets to touch them. My daughter owns this place. She decides who gets to live here. And if she doesn't want someone here, they won't get 1 foot through that door. We're making that clear today, so certain people stop pretending they don't understand and coming over here to put on a show. I'm tired of it. Mr. Gu, please print out the key legal points for them so they can take them home and read them carefully. As for now, looks like we won't be needing those groceries you brought. The place was just cleaned and it's still dusty, so we won't keep you for lunch. Jingheng, see your parents out. You, all of you. No need. After the Wen family left, the huge apartment was empty except for me, my mom, and Gu Yancheng. Did that scare you? No, it just disgusted me. 5 years of love had been torn apart by naked greed, exposing the ugliest side underneath. Missy Su. Today we only established the legal boundaries and gave them a warning. Judging by their reaction, I doubt this family will let it go that easily. They may keep harassing you later, perhaps at Ms. Su Qingyan's workplace or residence. I recommend keeping all communication records. If necessary, record conversations as evidence. If they show up again, don't face them alone. Call the police or contact me immediately. Thank you, Mr. Gu. I'm trusting you with my daughter's safety. It's my responsibility. Sweetheart, do you regret it? I froze for a second, unsure if she meant buying the apartment or regretting those 5 years with him. A man like that, a relationship rotten to the core, isn't worth regretting. Good. I'm not afraid of you arguing with people or cutting them off. I'm afraid you'll let so-called love blind you and walk straight into a trap, and end up getting completely taken advantage of. When your dad and I got married, our family was poor. Your grandma secretly gave me a pair of gold bracelets as emergency savings. When your other grandma found out, she constantly made nasty remarks, saying I was hiding money and didn't consider them family. When your dad found out, he stood up to his mother right in front of everyone. He said, her mother gave those to make her feel secure, not so your son could take advantage of her. From that day on, I knew he was a man I could spend my life with. I listened quietly, my eyes starting to sting. When a man faces a conflict between his birth family and the family he's building with you, his first reaction reveals his character. Wen Jingheng failed that test. Yeah, he failed. In that living room today, not once did he truly stand by me while his parents made unreasonable demands. His so-called mediation was really just asking me to compromise and give in to whatever his family wanted. Whenever I got a bonus, he'd jokingly say, "Honey, time to hand it over to the treasury." He'd complain about how hard life was for his parents and how difficult things were for his brother. He'd praise me for being independent, while constantly hinting I should do more for our future big family. The warning signs had always been there. I was just blinded by love and chose to ignore them. That 3 million became the ultimate test, smashing every disguise to pieces. That night, I went back to the apartment we'd been renting. I still had some belongings there to pack. The moment I opened the door, I smelled heavy cigarette smoke. Qingyan, let me explain. My parents just have old-fashioned views. They didn't mean any harm. They They just want me to have a better life. What happened today was my fault. I shouldn't have asked them to come. I apologize for them. Don't. When Jingheng were done, his whole body froze as he stared at me in disbelief. What did you say? You're throwing away 5 years together over one apartment? It's not just about the apartment. I wanted to marry a man who would protect me from life's storms, not someone who'd drag me straight into his family's storm. That's not what I meant. Really? When your parents pressured me to add your name to the deed, where were you? When your mom threw a fit, where were you? When your whole family was eyeing my premarital property, where were you? When Jingheng, you stood with your parents the entire time, watched them pressure me, and occasionally pretended to calm them down. Deep down, you're on their side. That's not true. Jingyan, we've been together since college, all these years. I didn't even have to look. I knew his mother was coaching him remotely. I'll block every one of you. Let's see how you bother me then. Qingyan, you can't do this to me. I love you. Wen Jingheng, don't make me lose all respect for you. I'll have movers come tomorrow and take all my things. There's 1 month left on the lease. You can stay here by yourself. And from that moment on, my life began again. What's going on? Why is that older woman sitting on the floor crying? No idea. That guy next to her can't even pull her up. Looks like her son. Sounds like they're looking for someone. Security won't let them in, so they started making a scene in the lobby. They actually found my workplace. I thought blocking everyone would finally give me some peace. Looks like I underestimated how obsessed that family was, Lisa. Those 2 people downstairs are here for me. It's over a private property dispute. They're trying to make trouble at the office. I'll go downstairs and handle it. I may need some help from the staff. Don't go down there. If you go down now, you're giving them exactly what they want and turning the whole office into their stage. Stay right here. I'll call administration and have security escort them out. If they refuse to leave, we'll call the police. They're seriously disrupting our company's normal operations. Thanks, Lisa. Don't mention it. Just focus on your work. Su Jingyan, you heartless woman! What kind of coward hides upstairs? If you've got the guts, come down here. You played with my son's feelings. You stole our family's hard-earned money. And now you're hiding like a coward? I'm telling you, if you don't come down and explain yourself today, I'm not leaving this building. I'll let everyone see what kind of person you really are. Auntie. First, Wen Jingheng and I have already broken up. I didn't deceive him. Second, my mom gave me the money for the apartment. It has nothing to do with your family. You're free to check the bank records. Third, this is my workplace. Your behavior is seriously affecting my work and the company's reputation. Security is already on the way. If you don't leave immediately, I'll call the police and report you for causing a disturbance and defamation. Call the police? You actually dare to call the police? You little... What are you doing? Don't touch my son. Jingheng! The whole scene was just ugly. I knew this whole mess had already made me the center of attention at work. Don't let it get to you. You're better off cutting ties with a family like that. You handled it well, calm and decisive. Thanks, Ms. Lee. Sorry for causing you trouble. Trouble? This is nothing. I ran into plenty of crazy people when I was young, too. Every woman steps in crap at some point. What matters is cleaning off your shoes, taking another road, and moving on, not standing there arguing with the crap. Ms. Lee put it bluntly, but she was absolutely right. Yeah, I couldn't keep letting all this pointless drama drag me down. Suddenly, a post shot to the top of our company's internal forum. The title was full of false accusations aimed directly at me. The post twisted everything Zhao Guilan had said that morning. It called me greedy and materialistic, claiming I'd tricked my honest boyfriend's family, stolen the $3 million they'd saved for retirement, bought a luxury home, then had security throw out the poor parents who came for answers. I knew this was Wen Jingheng's last attempt to fight back. Seriously? We actually have someone like that at our company? She looks so quiet, but she's that heartless? He didn't dare confront me face to face, so he tried to destroy my reputation and force me out of the company instead. Don't panic. I've already asked IT to trace the poster's IP address. And take a look at this. Ms. Lee had already replied to the post using her real name company account. I'm Su Qingyan's department head. I need to clarify a few things. First, every dollar used to buy her home was a personal gift from her mother. Bank records prove it had nothing to do with her ex-boyfriend or his family. Second, the home is Su Qingyan's premarital property. Third, Mr. Wen and his mother caused a scene in our lobby this morning and seriously disrupted the workplace. The entire incident was recorded. Our legal team will handle this malicious defamation. The anonymous poster has 30 minutes to delete the post and apologize, or will pursue legal action. Whoa, the department head stepped in herself. What a twist, I knew something was off. Whose parents keep exactly $3 million in cash for retirement? The post has been deleted. All right, forget about it and get back to work. Let them see that nobody messes with someone under my watch. Wen Jingheng and the rest of the Wen family, you won't win this fight. I knew Ms. Lee was protecting me in her own way. I had to repay that trust with my best work and prove to everyone that I, Su Qingyan, wasn't some helpless woman who needed a man or gossip to survive. I hired movers. I'm coming back today. Pack my things and leave them in the living room. I don't want any unnecessary contact with you. After I sent the message, there was no reply for a long time. Huh? Qingyan, you're back. Where are my things? Didn't I tell you to pack them? I couldn't do it. Qingyan, when I look at your things, it feels like you're still here. Just thinking about packing them up and sending them away feels like a knife through my heart. There he went with the act again. A week ago, I might have softened, but now all I felt was exhausted, and honestly, it was pathetic. Qingyan, can we really not go back? You're throwing away 5 years together over one house? I'll say it again. This isn't about one house. It's because your whole family was after my premarital property. None of you ever respected me. My parents know they were wrong. I talked to them after they got home. I told them they went too far and shouldn't have spoken to you like that. My mom, she cried because she regretted it so much. He pushed all the blame onto his parents, saying they were ignorant and only acting out of love for their son. He said his mother was just an inexperienced housewife who only wanted us to have a better life. Really? What about you? When you anonymously posted on the company forum to destroy my reputation, was that because you loved me too? The post may be gone, but having our IT department trace the IP address isn't exactly difficult. I didn't confront him because there was no point anymore. Seeing his face after I exposed him didn't make me happy. It just made me deeply sad. Qingyan, don't go. Don't leave me. I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. Give me one last chance. I'll do anything. Forget the house. My parents won't live there. I won't add my name. I don't want anything. I just want you back. Qingyan, you can't be this heartless. Just help me, okay? Can't we start over? Help you with what? My brother, Wen Jingfeng. He just graduated, invested in a project with some friends, lost money, and now owes hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands in debt. A failed investment. The pieces started spinning through my head until everything finally made sense. No wonder his family had been so desperate. We can't come up with the money. My parents can't even sleep. I was desperate, so I started thinking things I shouldn't have. I'm begging you, can you lend us some money? I swear I'll pay you back. They didn't want me to marry Wen Jingheng. They wanted me to take on his family's debt. I was incredibly grateful for my mom's foresight and for my own decisiveness. Wen Jingheng, no matter how much your brother owes, that's your family's problem. You spoiled him rotten. Don't even think about dragging me in to clean up your family's mess. Wen Jingheng's desperate last words kept echoing in my ears. Wen Jingfeng, Wen Jingheng's younger brother, the supposedly brilliant, responsible, hard-working son the entire family had always placed all their hopes on. What do you want? Xingyan, my brother said you dumped him and blocked our whole family. Why? Over that house? That's so petty. My brother loves you. Is this how you treat him? Our family's in trouble, and instead of helping, you just walk away? Wen Jingfeng, you've got this all wrong. First, I left your brother because your entire family was scheming for my premarital property. Second, your family's problems are yours. What do they have to do with me? Why? Because you dated my brother for 5 years. He treated you well all those years. Now our family needs money, and you've got cash sitting around. What's wrong with letting us use some? So because I dated your brother for 5 years, I'm supposed to hand over the $3 million my mom gave me to cover your family's debts? I didn't say all of it. Can't you lend us a few $100,000 for now? I told my brother to talk to you nicely because I knew you'd remember the good times. Somehow he couldn't even manage that and lost you instead. So you're planning to dump your family's debt on me? What do you mean, dump it on you? We're desperate. Once I start making money, I'll pay you back. Wen Jingfeng, your brother and I are over. I have no obligation to pay your family's debts. That money came from my mother and has nothing to do with your family. And I recorded everything you just said. If any of you harass me again... You recorded me? Yes. Go tell your parents and your brother to leave me alone. We can end this peacefully, but if you keep pushing, I'll see you in court. Wen Jingheng, Wen Jingfeng, and your parents, I hope you finally understand this. Other people's things belong to them. If you want a good life, you have to build it yourselves. With people like this, arguing gets you nowhere. You draw a hard line and make it clear that causing more trouble will only hurt them. Mom, I need to tell you something. Wen Jingheng's brother lost money investing. Wen Jingfeng called me yesterday asking me to cover their debt, and he actually acted like I owed it to them. Wen Jingfeng, aren't you taking these drinks? Sweetheart, thank goodness I pulled you out of that mess in time. A family like that is a bottomless pit. Once you fall in, you'll never have a peaceful day again. I know, Mom. So what are you going to do? Send them a legal notice? No. That would be too much hassle and a waste of energy. I want to meet Wen Jingheng one more time, lay out all the evidence, and make his family give up for good so they'll stop bothering me. Then that's what we'll do. Whatever you need, just ask. Remember, you're not fighting this alone. I'm right behind you. Okay? Hello, Attorney Gu. I wanted to update you. The other side's younger brother called and tried to pressure me for money. I recorded the call. Ms. Su, this recording, along with the previous harassment, is enough to show repeated violations of your rights. Meeting them in person is legally fine. I recommend being there as a witness and issuing a written notice on the spot. All right, Attorney Gu, thank you. Wen Jingheng, let's talk. After 5 years together, I don't want things ending without closure. Tomorrow at 3 p.m., second floor of Times Square. Let's meet one last time and settle everything. Talk. 5 years together. Closure. Every word sounded final. For someone still holding on to a tiny bit of hope, at least it gave him one last chance to talk face to face. I knew he'd come. I don't want to discuss this over the phone. We'll talk in person. If you want to come, be there on time. If you don't, then we'll never see each other again. Three coffees. Mr. and Mrs. Wen Jingheng, you're here. Sit down. Let's settle everything today so we can all move on. They clearly saw this meeting as a negotiation where they could still turn things around. Qingyan, what are you doing? We need to talk privately. Even now, he was trying to separate me from my mom and Attorney Gu and pull me back into a one-on-one situation where I'd be easier to pressure. Privately? You brought your whole family. How exactly is that private? And stop calling my mom Auntie. The moment you started scheming for my premarital property, you lost the right to act like family. Su Jingyan, what is this supposed to mean? We came here in good faith and you brought a lawyer? Do you just want our family to suffer? Do you want my son to suffer? We're here sincerely. Bringing a lawyer into this is way too much. You're really hurting everyone's feelings. Too much? My daughter bought her home outright and your whole family showed up demanding your son's name on it. That wasn't too much? She said no, so you went to her office, caused a scene, and ruined her reputation. That wasn't too much? You posted lies about her at work and tried to destroy her career. That wasn't too much? Then your younger son called demanding money and wouldn't stop. That wasn't too much either? You're making all of this up. You think we'd be sitting here talking if we didn't have evidence? Attorney Gu, let them hear it. My brother's been with you for years. He treated you pretty well, didn't he? Our family needs money and you've got extra cash. What's wrong with letting us use some? Don't be so heartless. I'll pay you back when I start earning money. Oh. He knew it was over. His immature younger brother had personally destroyed the last bit of dignity their family had left. This recording, together with your previous actions, forms a complete chain of evidence showing repeated defamation. Ms. Su may sue for an end to the violations, restoration of reputation, a formal apology, emotional damages, and legal costs. He's already in his 20s. It's time he took responsibility for his own actions. I could have had my lawyer send a formal notice and taken this straight to court, but I changed my mind. I've decided to leave everyone a little dignity. So now, let's talk terms. Qingyan. I was wrong. We were really wrong. Qingyan, for the sake of our 5 years together, please forgive us this once. My brother is young. He didn't know better. He made a stupid mistake. I'm apologizing. Please. If I were the one sitting here powerless today, would he defend me? No. Just as I expected, he'd always side with his parents and keep forcing me to compromise. 5 years? Wen Jingheng, our relationship died the moment you screamed that I'd stolen your parents' retirement money. When your family plotted to use my premarital assets to cover your brother's debt, those 5 years became a joke. Don't talk to me about love. We were blinded by greed. Please have mercy on us and let this go. We were wrong. We're sorry. Sorry? If a verbal apology fixed everything, what would we need laws for? This is a settlement agreement offered by Ms. Su Qingyan out of respect for your past relationship. If you sign it and fulfill every term, she will drop the matter. If you refuse or violate it, we'll submit all evidence and file suit within 3 business days. What? Me too? A public apology and money? Mr. Wen Jingheng and his parents must publicly apologize to Ms. Su Qingyan for the harassment at her home and workplace and the online defamation. The statement must be approved by us and displayed on the company notice board for 3 days. This makes them take responsibility and publicly admit what they did. Second, your actions damaged Ms. Su's reputation and caused emotional distress. You must pay $50,000 for her legal expenses and emotional damages. $50,000? Where are we supposed to get that? That's outrageous. What? $50,000 to learn a lesson and avoid court is a bargain. When you demanded half of my daughter's $3 million home, you didn't care what was fair. Now you have to pay for your greed and suddenly it's too expensive? $50,000? We don't have that kind of money. He knew that $50,000 was the final price of ending our 5-year relationship. Attorney Gu, give them 10 minutes. If all 3 names aren't on that agreement when time's up, we'll proceed legally. This is all your fault, Wen Jingheng. You're useless. I told you to talk to her properly, but you had to pull all those dirty tricks. He seemed to have forgotten that he was the one who'd been most eager to show up and demand a share of the house. Now look at us. We didn't get the money and we have to pay her $50,000. How can you be so useless? Enough. We'll sign the agreement. Where are we supposed to get the money? Mom, I'll work hard. I'll find a job. We'll take it one step at a time. Things will get better as long as our family works together. Wen Jingheng, live your own life from now on. Stop coveting what belongs to other people. What you earn yourself is the only thing you can truly count on. Mom, let's go home. Okay, let's go home. Sweetheart, it's all behind you now. Yeah, it's finally over. My life starts now.